Hello team, welcome to the darker side. This is Richard the Urban Warlock here. Right, I'm going to do a no hashtag reading. I'm not sure what's going to come up. I want to do this one for the Starseeds. So if this pops up in your For You page, it could be that you are a Starseed, which basically means that your soul, your soul, is from a different place. Look it up. Right, so let's see what comes out. As always, this is collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, and we'll see what comes up. Now, if you do like my reading and you want to book me for a private reading and I'm new to you, I do specialise in awakenings and getting people into alignment with my readings, aka activator name. So, if you would like a private reading, please go via the verified Instagram account or urbanwarlockhealing.com. I do also do recorded tarot in the link tree in my bio, and they start from £10. Okay, right, let's get started then. So, looking all right. So, first card we've got is the Temperance card. Now, this card for me is the alignment card. It's when our mind, body, soul's all in alignment. We know what we're supposed to be doing, where we're supposed to be going, what job we're supposed to be doing, etc., etc., etc. Now, the angel is also pouring into her own cup, so it talks about filling your own cup on an emotional level, if you want to call it that. So yeah, this is telling me that you're in alignment. You've probably woken up to the fact that you might be a starseed and you might have a job to play in this ascension process, which was, it's quite promising. We then got the Two of Wands. Wands relates to the element of fire. We're generally talking about taking some kind of action. Now, this card is about making a plan. So you've got the chap there, he's got the globe in his hand, he's surveying the scenery. He's going, right, I know I'm in alignment, so I know what my long-term goal is. I'm going to start making a plan how to get there, okay? We've then got the Queen of Swords. So swords relates to the element of air. It's generally speaking about the way we think of the words we use. Now, queens represent feminine energy. As always, we are talking about energy, not gender. So just to give you an example, apologies if you've heard this one before, I am a man. I identify as a man, but my feminine energies are higher, okay? Now, the Queen of Swords, she's in the upright position, so she's a good ruler, okay? She's going to be in control of her thoughts. When she talks, she will talk with clarity. Okay, it will hold some weight. It's not quite as weighty as the king. The king's a bit like my reading style, blunt, here to say what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. The queen's got a softer energy to her, so she's more liable to kind of talk and communicate in a way that helps you to understand. She still won't take any bullshit from people though. So if you've got any people playing silly buggers around you, she's not afraid to cut them out. She's not afraid to call out the bullshit, okay? So don't be surprised if you start dropping people from your lives. It's not a bad thing. You're on a different path, especially if they've got more kind of 3D based earth soul, or they might be light workers. No offense to the light workers, but their role's different, okay? We've then got the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, so Tens are completion cards. It means coming up to the end of the cycle. Now, you got the body face down, swords in its bag. It talks about literally being stabbed in the bag, things people have said, stuff like that, stuff that's been carried in with you mentally for a long period. Now, when we turn that around, gravity takes effect, the swords are going to start falling out. You're going through a period of release. You're going through a period of starting to realise that you've probably had a bit of a tough life. Starseeds tend to have had quite a rough time. So within family, friends, jobs, the lot. Trauma central for Starseeds. You've come to terms with that you are one. You've come to terms that you have a role to play within the ascension process. You're making a plan moving forwards, you're cutting people out, and you're starting to do the healing. You're starting to release that self-limiting beliefs, things that you've been told growing up, stuff like that. We then got the Ace of Wands. So Wands relates to fire, as I say, talking about taking some kind of action. Now, Aces are about bringing in new energy, not about starting something new. So this is saying, right, when we've got the Ace and the Two there, I feel like the Two's about making a plan, because that came up first. The Ace is going, right, I know my long-term destination. I'm in my planning stage. Let's think on a different level. How am I going to get started with the planning? Something along those lines. So there's a lot of action going off here. Right, overall outcome. Eight of Cups. So Cups relates to water. We're talking about something on an emotional level. Bit hard seeing this deck because it's black and white, but you're the figure there. The standard Rider-Waite's, they're in red. They're the cups there. Walking away from what no longer serves you on an emotional level. And I'm going to tie that in with that Queen of Swords, and I'm going to tie that in with that Ten of Swords. Okay, you're starting to realise that there's people and things in your life that do not make you happy. You're going in a new direction. You've got a job to do. Okay, you have been selected. You've come down here to do a job. Okay, you need to start cutting ties on an emotional level. Obstacles or blockages, the Hermit in the reverse position. Okay, so in the upright position, the Hermit is a positive card. It talks about periods of withdrawal. That can be physical withdrawal, but often it just means mental. Okay, and it's when we ponder what's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction we're going in next. You'll also notice it's holding the lamp, so it talks about kind of shining a light on any hidden truths. Now, it's in the reverse position, okay? When it's in the reverse position, it talks about spending too much time there, okay? You are going through a transition period. You have woken up to the fact that of who you are, what you're going to, what your role is. Just don't overthink the process, okay? We've got a bit of, some action going off there with the Ace and Two of Wands. If you start kind of withdrawing too much, possibly in that planning stage, it's going to slow things down, okay? Final card, removing any blockages, Queen of Wands in the reverse position, okay? So again, we're talking about feminine energy. This is liable to be yourself, okay? It could be somebody else. It's liable to be yourself. Now, in the reverse position, I'm going to say this is somebody else as opposed to yourself, if I'm honest with you. In the reverse position, this queen's not a very good ruler. She's bitchy, she's spiteful, she's malicious, okay? She's going to stir the pot. She's not going to come out and attack you like the king would. She's going to be a bit more cunning than that. It's liable to be somebody around you. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, a female, sorry. It's because you're going in a new journey, okay? Somebody's been holding you back. You've had some kind of toxic, feminine, nasty bitch in your life, basically. And you need to realise that. You need to realise that this is what's been causing those swords in the back. This is what's been holding you back from your true potential. So overall, that's looking good. Okay, you are in that process of releasing on a mental and an emotional level and starting to make a plan. You've stepped into that Queen of Swords energy, so it's looking good. I'm proud of you because it does take some balls to admit who you are and what your job is. Until next time, take care. Ta-ta for now.